Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike six. Wildfield. He's checking.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9. Tua got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
White. Hey, red.
Hey, check back.
Here's Tua. This is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 19 right. 51 for Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go check. Go check. 50 Maverick. 50 Maverick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In motion, the tight end.
Let's go, baby. Return on. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 6. Mike 6. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the. Hey, Green.
Yellow, zoom.
You can't block me. You
Drill green.
switch it, come on, switch it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give here to Pollard. Able to slither by. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19 tight.
Willis backed up to his own goal line. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Titans 14, Dolphins 0. Evan McPherson sets the kick.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Gonna run again here with Pollard.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Slot man moves right. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
The slot man in motion right. From just shy of midfield, Willis. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here's Willis.
On the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense, because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On 2nd down, Holiday. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. They'll run for it with Pollard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd. On 2nd down now, Holiday. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Holiday. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jail.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a give right side. Holiday. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerome Baker able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
On second down, Holiday. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 157 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run on first down. Holiday. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
On 3rd down, Holiday. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Titans 31, Dolphins nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Show check, show check.
Check 52.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Willis to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now a give, right side. Holiday. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
19 light.
On 2nd and 9, Willis throwing left side, it's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep into playoffs, every team's dangerous.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Check back 11, check back 11.
6, Mega.
They're not ready for this.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Sharp, 17.
39-yard line.
Red. Ready, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
3.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Second down and goal. Tua caught on the slant. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Tua sets up to pass it. And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50. 30. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On first down, Holiday. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Big Lion.
Switch. Undercrush.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run on first down. Holiday, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Shift.
70 Timberwolf.
Check 55, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, check it out, read. Check safety. Watch twist.
Go, Rig. Go. Kirk.
Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, You can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now Tua on the bootleg here, rolling to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Fly blue.
Check back, Atlanta. Check back, Atlanta.
Tua now on first down. Rolling to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Yellow, go.
Check back, Atlanta. Check back, Atlanta.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. On the slant, he's got Hardman. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down.
An 8-yard gain.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.